Hi, my name is Jonathan Miranda. 17 years ago, my mother brought me into this earth. 3 older brothers, 1 younger sister, and a divorce later, here I am, a green. I'm not sure if the fact that I'm 3 colors means I'm very confused about my personality, or if I'm just a well-rounded person. I'm willing to bet it's the latter. Being a green means that I'm at my best when I'm learning. I'm a deep thinker. I tend to stay focused on things until I fully understand them. Being a blue means that I have a need to be reassured. I'm compassionate, and I love helping everyone. Being a gold, I respect authority and follow most of the rules. Sometimes. My green and gold manifest their contradictory traits when I disagree with an authority figure. Since I usually respect all authority figures, my overpowering green personality questions that figure and will disobey if the rule doesn't agree with my beliefs. So, maybe I am just a little crazy. As a neurosurgeon, you can expect your starting salary to be anywhere from $150,000 to $300,000. Your top pay could be around $643,000 or even in the millions. It just depends on how hard you work. In 10 years, the field is expected to grow by about 24.4%. Alright, so jobshadow.com, the guy that they interviewed, they kept him anonymous because he disclosed his salary, which was around $600,000. But the thing that caught my attention the most was that at 9 months old, he had a brain tumor, and the profession that he's in now is the same profession that saved his life. I interviewed 2 people. One of them was Dr. Jahangiri, and the other one was Dr. Travis Harker. And so I asked them both the same question: has your profession ever interfered with your social life or your family life or any other part of your life that's not part of your profession? And one of them had a little bit more negative side while the other was a little bit more positive. So Dr. Jahangiri said that he blames his profession for 2 failed marriages because he doesn't really have a social life. He has no time for anything else because he's working all day. But Travis Harker, on the other hand, had a little bit more positive side. He said that he's been able to find a balance. So he knows when it's time to spend time with his kids. He knows when it's time to spend time with his wife, and they don't really interfere with each other because he can't imagine himself not being a doctor. It's just what he does. That's what he loves to do. He doesn't wake up. There's no mornings where he wakes up tired and wishes that he doesn't have to go to work. And so for his typical day on the job, he'll probably arrive like at 7 in the morning, and he'll see patients from 7 until lunch, and then during lunch he'll be teaching his resident program, where he'll be talking to all the resident students, and then after lunch from around 1 till 8 or 9, he'll be on the obstetrics floor delivering babies.
I love it, I love it, love it, I love it, love it, I love it.
My goal is to be a practicing neurosurgeon by the age of 32, and this is my lifestyle. I will have an average sized house, not that big, picket fence. I would like to have 3 cars. The first, luxury. At around 700 horsepower, I'll be cruising in a Lamborghini Aventador. The second, classic, 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback. The third, daily driver, Volkswagen Jetta to maximize my fuel economy. Alright, back to the house. Hopefully by then, I'll be happily married with a few kids.
love it, I love it, love it, I love it. That's why I love it.
The human brain has 100 billion neurons, each neuron connecting to around 10,000 other neurons, transmitting information through over 1 trillion synaptic connections. It's complex. It's estimated that the human brain can hold up to 1,000 terabytes of information. For comparison, the US Library of Congress only has about 10 terabytes of information.
And I think that's what intrigues me the most about neuroscience is like the complexity of it. Having to figure out difficult problems and having to solve complex problems is what I think that's what attracts me the most to that field and just neurology in general.
This is me as of graduation. I'll be attending Cal State Long Beach for 4 years, where I will be getting my bachelor's in biology, and I will also be taking pre-med courses. You can major in anything you want as long as you take these pre-med courses, then you can become a doctor. Those pre-med courses are a year of chemistry, a year of organic chemistry, a year of biology, a year of physics, a year of English, and a year of calculus and other advanced math classes. The next step is medical school. But before you can even get into medical school, you have to pass through 2 doors. The first will score you an interview, and after the interview, you can get into medical school. But before the interview, you have to have at least a 29 MCAT. This is the recommended score. The MCAT is the Medical College Assessment Test. It is pretty much the SAT for medical school. And you want to have at least a 3.5 GPA when you did your bachelor's. You also want to take a lot of extracurricular activities, such as research, internships, volunteering, those types of things. Finally, you get your interview. You do good on your interview, and now you're into medical school. There are 2 types of medical schools. There's a doctor of osteopathic medicine, and there's a doctor of medicine. They're very similar, and there's only a few minor differences, but I'll be a doctor of medicine. I'll be in medical school for about 4 years, and the next step is residency. Residency is a training program for all doctors. Every doctor must go through residency. The amount of years in residency varies, but for a neurosurgeon, it's about 6 years. It's important to note that while in residency, you are getting paid around $60,000 a year, but you are also working around 80-hour work weeks. So residency is very difficult, but after these 6 years, you've reached your goal. The answer is yes. I have Megan Fox thumbs.